Pecco Bagnaia then exits pit lane. I think he had a look on the big screen there and saw Alex Marquez had been dispatched right behind him, and he was having none of it, was he? He just peeled over to the left-hand side, brought that Ducati to a standstill, and said, no, I'm not going to help the Marquez boys maintain their great qualifying record so far this year.
It's part of the game though, isn't it, Matt? You know,
it is. I think Alex Marquez quickly rolled out of it and slotted straight back in behind Pecco Bagnaia. At the moment, there's nothing between those two.
Let's see if Jorge can get another lap in without making a mistake. Mechanics already warmed up machine, hot tyres, brand new rear soft. Let's see what he can do in one effort.
He's under the cosh here, isn't he? Big time Jorge Martin. He just basically sprints his way through the Prima Pramit Ducati garage and hops on board the spare bike. Not even time to pause for breath, not even time to speak to any of his crew. He just, tyre warmers off you go.
Oh, and your heart rate's through the roof, Matt, from running, from the stress, and you've got even more chance of making a mistake. You've got to take a few deep breaths on the outlap, make sure the temperature in the tyres before you attempt it.
Yeah, time for cool heads, and that's easier said than done, isn't it, as Bagnaia.
You know what the danger is here is losing the temperature in the tyres, you know, and then you're mucking around trying not to be followed. But yeah, then when you push hard, if the temperature isn't there, what happens is just what happened to Jorge Martin.
There's a freight train here building up behind Pecco Bagnaia.
This is getting silly.
Yeah, Davide Tardozzi's looking pretty frustrated down there, isn't he? Because all the shenanigans.
It's like 4 of them.
Bagnaia is desperately just trying to find himself some clear track. He obviously quite clear doesn't want Alex Marquez for company, and with good reason, because he'd have been shown on the tablet when he came back in exactly the state of play.
He's learned this one from his brother. Don't give up, just keep trying to get that toe. Look, this is where it gets dangerous, you know. You haven't got the temperature in the tyre. The best of the rear tyre is this next lap, but is the front up to temperature, you know? Are they both up to temperature?
Yeah, they've got to be careful, haven't they? Bagnaia said, OK, catch me if you can. He's got his head down, attacking hard up into the first corner.
Look, this is it. The first time on the right-hand side going fast, and they've both made it.
As it stands then, it will be a pole position for Pecco Bagnaia. It will be his 12th in the MotoGP World Championship, the 19th of his career. But Alex Marquez hoping to have a big part to say in that. Oh, Jack Miller. Well, he crashed twice on Friday, and that's his second crash on Saturday. Turn one, yeah, up the hill then. Jack Miller had a tough weekend. He normally loves coming to COTA, doesn't he? Yellow flags are out then in the first sector, which means Fabio Quartararo's current lap will be aborted, won't it?
Yeah, and the problem is it's going to take more than 2 minutes to get round if he doesn't push hard. So maybe this is Fabio's efforts over.
Bagnaia there, I just wonder whether he just...
Alex Rins. Two sectors and he's under still.
This would be a shock and a half, wouldn't it? This would be... We know Alex Rins is a circuit specialist. We know how much he adores COTA, but given the fact that he's had his problems and difficult transition over from the Suzuki to the Honda, Alex Rins, this would be a big upset if he was to take pole. Fantastic if he'd be on the front row. And at the moment, that's exactly where he's heading. He hasn't got to worry about the Sector 1 yellow flags. He's in the 4th sector, 1 corner left here to go. Maverick Vinales on another good charge. It's over for Jorge Martin. Jorge Martin has gone down again. And that brings yellow flags out in the third. Well, we've got yellow flags almost everywhere now. What sectors 1, 3 and 4. Rins takes pole, 2:02.052. What a lap that was. His team sort of like looking at going, fair play, Alex. Alex Marquez has gone down. There's yellow flags that are still out in sectors 1, 3 and 4. So all of these current laps are going to have to be scrubbed off. Alex Rins with an absolute worldie, a 2:02.052. Where did he get that come from? His 4th sector was astonishing. He's on pole by nearly 0.2 of a second here. Turn 15 is going to catch out Alex Marquez.
Man, I've got to say, both Bagnaia so far and Alex Marquez are paying for that mucking around, you know. Neither laps were, after that, were faster. They didn't, I think, so busy mucking around. Oh, yeah, Jorge, first time on the right of the flyer.
Head in hands.
Yeah.
Bad day at the office for Jorge Martin so far. He was going to be a big favourite as well for the sprint. He may well be coming from the back of the third row, 9th place. Is there anything left here? Bagnaia with clear track in front of him. This one is not over. Alex Rins, sensation at the moment on course for what will be his first ever pole position in MotoGP. In his previous 101 Premier Class starts, Alex Rins, he's only qualified in the front row in 5. He was never a renowned qualifier, was he, on the factory Suzuki? There might be some late heartache, though, coming his way, because Pecco Bagnaia is looking really, really good here. Attacking hard over the crest, trying to get that Ducati stopped in the turn 12. He's done it, no problem. Now then, Bagnaia, halfway through sector 3, he comes now then into the stadium section here in COTA. He's honing in, he's focusing in on that 2:02.052, which has got Alex Rins brilliantly on provisional pole position. Sector 3 is about to be chalked off now by Bagnaia, and he absolutely nailed the third split. Bagnaia red hot on the red Ducati in that third sector, wasn't he? He now powers through turn number 18. 2 corners left for the world champion. Just behind him, out of your picture, is Luca Marini as well, who may well be the big benefactor here of Bagnaia's brilliance, because he might be actually snatching pole position here. Out of the final corner then comes the world champion. It's Pecco Bagnaia heading for pole. He does a 2:01.892, the first ever sub 2:02 lap we've seen around this 5.5 kilometre circuit of the Americas. That is why that motorcycle carries the number 1 plate. That is why Pecco Bagnaia is the reigning world champion in MotoGP. What a lap, the first 2:01 we've ever seen. We've been coming to this magnificent COTA circuit for 10 years, a decade, and Pecco Bagnaia with a 2:01.892 surely has pole.
That was absolute class, Matt, wasn't it? Because his first flyer wasn't much good because of all the mucking around. You know, he wouldn't have been able to trust the tyres, but he forgot all about that, fought back on the next lap and put an absolute blinder in.
Side Jack's gone down again. Crash number 5. That's his third one of Super Saturday here. Anything but a Super Saturday right now for Jack Miller. He's going to start the sprint and the Grand Prix here tomorrow in 10th place. Jorge Martin's 2 crashes in that second qualifier, well, they cost him big time. He's down in 12th place. There is confirmation on your screens, a new all-time lap record